Hey, YouTube, I'm back. Yeah, that's what I thought too, man. Today I have got another email, and we've all had this problems, and employees can make or break us as business owners. And a lot of times that's why I ask, are you the employee or do you have employees running the store? So today's email really touches on that. Kyle is in a bad spot with this. And well, let me just read this to you, man, and you tell me what you think. Hopefully we can all help him, and maybe in the comments, if you think you've got some answers for him, hit him up, in the comments below. Let's try to help this brother out, man, because he's in a bad way. All right, here we go. All right. His subject line is struggling to build the right team. I understand, but I have a pretty good team as far as in the retail and, in the wholesale for the most part. I have a pretty good team, and we're adding new players this week. So yay. All right, here we go. All right, it says, Dear Chad, how you doing? Hi. One of the hardest parts of running my smoke shop has been managing employees. I've had people no call, no show for shifts, others who don't take the job seriously, and even one who stole a large amount from me. Just wow. 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 Okay. I can't keep doing everything myself, but it feels impossible to find trustworthy, reliable people. This business is like my baby, and it's hard to see it being treated like just a paycheck. I understand. How do you find good employees and make them care? Desperately seeking advice, Kyle R. Strap in, Kyle. Giving you a dose of reality here that I know you're not going to want to hear. Okay? So pour yourself a drinky drink. Let me get my throat right. Here we go. Okay? Kyle, first of all, nobody cares about your business like you do. Nobody. And you are never, ever going to be able to hire anyone that even cares about such thing. They care less. You are just a paycheck to them. You are. They got rent to pay. They got car payments to make. They got, under some circumstances, they got kids to, to pay for and to deal with. They've got spouses to help, to pay for, deal with. They may have health issues that have nothing to do with you, and they could care less about you once they start having them. There's a lot, and I mean a lot, that these people have going on that have nothing to do with your business. Nothing. And as far as being reliable, I mean, for the most part, most people want to do the right thing for the most part. But I mean, when their parents may be sick, when their children may be sick, when they may be sick, I mean, you may have to pull some extra shifts. You may have to be the one-man gang. You may have to, there's a lot. I mean, I've even had places in my stores where people are like, hey man, I cannot come in today, and nobody else would come in and work with them, work for them. So that store had to be closed. It is what it is, you know? I mean, that day nobody could be there. Okay, the next day we're back in the game, see what's up. Okay. I understand, Kyle, that you feel like this is your baby, and understand that sometimes your baby becomes 7 days a week, 365, and they don't care that your people don't see you. They don't care. And it's not because they're assholes. It's because they got lives too. If we're keeping it real. And that's what I've built this whole channel around. Is that optimum for you? No, it's not. But it just, it's the way things are. And maybe you'll find one other person that feels that way, that's not a partner in the business. Maybe you'll find, somebody that really wants to be a partner. Maybe somebody you could groom into it and hopefully build that relationship where you could make them a partner. I'm just saying, man. I mean, at some point, you're going to have to start thinking along those lines. And that's a tough thing to hear. And I know it is, man. I know it's not what you wanted to hear. I know you thought there's some kind of magic that you put out there. But in the end, nobody gives a shit, bro. Nobody. Except you. And at some point, your partner or your children are going to put pressure on you where you'll start maybe not caring as much because you're never around. And they want to be with you and they want to see you. And just like your employees may have the same issue. Now, I realize you've got maybe some dick offs and people who don't want to be there and who are just, well, it's just a job, man. I come in and maybe I could read my book, and when there ain't nobody around, I don't have to clean all this shit all the time. I've had all that happen, I know that happens too. And you can either A, fix the people, or you can fix the people and promote them into customer instead of employee. Again, that's not going to be very popular for people to hear either, because that means you fired them. It is what it is, man. And I mean, you can't make anyone do anything, man. You can't. You can't instill into people values that you have if they don't have them. Can't be done. I mean, that's education at a different level, and that started as children, and they're adults, and they're lazy, no account, nobodies, and it is what it is, bro. And that's not what you want to hear, man. I know that. I know it's not. But in the end, you're just going to have to deal. You're going to have to deal. You're going to have to find employees. You're going to have to train employees. You're going to have to fire employees. You're going to have to train employees. You're going to have to fire employees. And eventually, you will get the right combination. But until then, it's going to be hit after hit after hit right in your nose. And that's not what you want to hear. I know it ain't, bud, but there ain't no magic to this. I can't just sprinkle something on there and stop the presses. It's not how it works, man. It just doesn't work. And you go, boom, there they are. Don't work. It don't work like that. Okay. So I know that's not what you want to hear, man. I hope that helps. If it's not, follow up with me at ashchadwade@gmail.com, and don't hire temps. That's a nightmare. All right. So that's the way it is. All right. Hit me up over at ashchadwade@gmail.com. Maybe I could answer some other questions. Hit me up with If you're looking for inventory, all the rest of you over at unswholesale.com, I can even be your rep. And otherwise, chadwaytv.com, that's where you can find everything when you're looking for me. Don't forget the Discord's out there too. Yes, there is a payment to get in there and be a part of the fun. All right, that's what I got. Have a great night. Good luck, Kyle. I'm praying for you. See you next time, everybody. Bye.